the neighborhood.
Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on.
You want to turn it louder?
Hello?
Tengo a mi hijo conmigo gracias a que fuiste por él.
Stress. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah, hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way you're around it. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, some days you wake up and nothing works, you feel surrounded. Gotta give your feet some gravity to get you grounded. Keep good things inside your ears just like the waves and sound it. And just say whatever, cause there is no way you're grounded. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
If you don't wanna see me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Don't start I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't show up, don't come out, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now, walk away, you know how, don't stop caring about me now.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the annual Veterans Graduation Celebration. We would like to welcome our graduating student veterans as well as their families, friends, faculty, and staff who are joining us this evening. My name is Mayra Plasencia, and I am the manager of the Veterans Resource Center. I am fortunate to work with our students every day, and I'm pleased to serve as your host for this special evening. I would like to now introduce Dr. Freddie Sanchez, Associate Director of Programs Inclusions at the University Student Union, who will be hosting with me this evening.
Thank you, Mayra. It's exciting to be here with all of you today. It is my honor to be co-hosting today's celebration in honor of our student veterans. We want to start today's program by respecting and acknowledging the land in which we currently reside. We know land acknowledgements are used by Native people and non-natives to recognize Indigenous people who are the original stewards of the lands on which we now live. California State University Northridge recognizes and acknowledges the Sesevittam, the first people of this ancestral and unceded territory of Sesavenga that is now occupied by our institution, and it honors its elders, past and present, and the Sesevittam, descendants who are citizens of the Fernandeño, Tatavian, Banda Mission Indians. We recognize that the Sesevittam are still here, and we are committed to uplifting their stories, culture, and community. Consistent with our CSUN values of respecting all people and our alliances with the community, we have a responsibility to acknowledge and make visible the university's relationship to Native people. By offering this land acknowledgement, we affirm Indigenous sovereignty and will work to hold California State University Northridge accountable to the needs of American people in the region.
Was I'm not going to wear a mask, but you know if somebody was with us or not, because you're alive.
Thank you, Dr. Sanchez. Before we proceed for the rest of the program, I want to go over some logistical details and guidelines for graduation celebration. We will be recording the Veteran Graduation Celebration. The recording will be available at the Veterans Resource Center website for you to share. We ask all of our participants to remain on mute unless requested otherwise during the presentation. If you would like to share your excitement and thoughts to our graduates, we encourage you to use the chat box in the Zoom. You may also use the reaction function in the menu bar for the Zoom. Closed captioning is available as well. Find it in the Zoom bar. If you have any questions, please let us know in the chat. You may private message any of the VRC staff, Alex, Anthony, Kara, Erica, or Gabriella. To make it easier to find them, we've listed them as VRC in front of their names. So I want to start today's celebration by saying congratulations. I'm sure there's some of you that were doubting whether you'd get to this moment or not. And the last 14 months probably didn't make it any more realistic. Rest assured that I believed in you. Each one of you hold the discipline, drive, and work ethic to make any goal happen. I'm sure you know this already, but I was not the only one that believed in you. There are many parents, guardians, plenty of spouses and partners, children, as well as family and friends who believed in you. They supported you and challenged you to never settle for less than what you can be. On behalf of California State University Northridge, the University Student Union, and the entire Veterans Resource Center team, I would like to thank them for any part they played in helping you reach your goals today. If they're around, please share the camera with them. Let them know how much we appreciate them, how much you appreciate them. As we really already know from our time in service, the support back home is usually the only thing that keeps us going. Today, we have the honor of celebrating the class of 2020 and 2021. This past year has had challenges, but if any group of students can make the best of it and thrive, it's definitely our student veterans. You've already overcome so much to be here today, and the pandemic is just one more thing to add to the list that has made you stronger. Please do not miss this opportunity to celebrate your hard work and continued sacrifice. Now, I would like to bring back Dr. Sanchez.
Thank you, Maida. Indeed, it is exciting to be amongst all of you. There's 111 on the call today, and so it's exciting just to see everyone. Our student veterans have demonstrated their commitment to their own personal and professional development. You are definitely a motivated group, as Myra mentioned. Every time I walked into the VRC last year, prior to the pandemic, it was great to hear the laughter, the banter, the camaraderie that filled the space. I wanted to keep it PG. I know you miss the space as much as we do. You can always come visit when we physically open. Although this pandemic altered the way we provided services, it was great to see you, our veterans, rise to the occasion and continue pushing through to the finish line. You're not done yet for most of you. You're still in finals, but hold on, you're almost there. As Myra just mentioned, your spouses, parents, children, and family were by your side. Don't forget to thank them tonight. This is also for them. Congratulations on this accomplishment, and let's continue with the celebration. And now welcome a true champion of equity on our campus, someone who is committed to the success of our student veterans and continues to identify ways to make the experiences of our students much more memorable. Dr. William Watkins, our Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students, has served as the Vice President for this campus for over a decade. He serves as an advocate for students, supports students' well-being, promotes student ethical development, and is focused on student learning. Let's welcome Dr. Watkins to share a few words.
You're muted.
All of those great things, you didn't hear them? I get to say them again. And it's probably because they both deserve double thanks, and that's to Dr. Sanchez and Myra for doing such a wonderful job of keeping the VRC going during this year of pandemic challenges. But this is an evening for our graduates, and to all of our graduates, we say congratulations. We're so proud of you. Number one, we're so honored that you chose to make Cal State University Northridge your academic home, and through the VRC, a home beyond the academics with others with like journeys like yourself. I'm actually speaking to you from my office here on campus. Feels good being here. Came on campus today because we had a walkthrough of our virtual commencement celebrations that we will begin this weekend. I hope our veterans who are graduating have signed up. We have over half of the graduating class, considerably more, have signed up for it. So I'm just really pretty stoked by the fact that all of our graduates are going to find a way to connect and celebrate what they have indeed earned. So we're proud of all of you and continue to keep up the great work as you move forward. You know, we generally use this occasion both to congratulate our graduates, but also to share a little bit about the VRC. And, you know, we're so proud of it. We're proud of what we've been able to accomplish through that center with CSU's designation of our campus as a military-friendly campus. That really is a significant designation and speaks to the kind of programs and services that we support of our students here. Since March 23rd, 2020, the center has hosted over 180 programs that have been attended by over 6,000 students some of the same students attending several kinds of events and activities, but the point is that the center has really been very, very active in doing programming during the time that we've been in a virtual environment. We thank you for that. We thank our two student organizations, Sigma Tau Alpha, a co-ed fraternity, and the Student Veterans Organization. Students have thrived and been so desirous of connection during this time when we've been in this virtual space, and that you have kept your organizations thriving and connecting for your membership. We're really grateful for that. Thank you so much for that great work. We want to thank the Student Veterans Success Advisory Committee, and we're going to have a bit to say more about its chair as this program moves on today. But we want to thank you for coming together as a campus community with people on and off campus who come together to let our veterans know just how important they are and how much we are all collectively desirous of continuing to support their journey through Cal State University Northridge. So we want to finally say to our graduates, we want you to stay connected. You have got probably the most prolific, dynamic veterans alumni chapter in all of the CSU and all of higher education right here at Cal State University Northridge. You gotta connect, you gotta be a part of the great things that they have doing. We're so grateful to that organization to pour back into our graduates and to serve as mentors to students who are continuing to go through Cal State Northridge. Next, most of you know we have a new president. There's a new sheriff in town. And had a chance to see her today, full of energy, full of support and dedication to our students. And she has videoed a special welcome and congratulations to all of our veterans who are being celebrated on this evening. So it's my great privilege to present to you our president, Dr. Erica Beck.
Greetings. I am Erica Beck, CSUN's new president, and CSUN graduating veterans, it is an honor to congratulate you on this momentous occasion. Our campus is so proud of each of our veteran graduates. You and your families have made so many personal sacrifices for us all. You have sacrificed holidays, birthdays, and family celebrations. You have sacrificed your own personal passions and hobbies and given up your personal choice on where to live and where to work. And of course, sometimes the sacrifice is unimaginably greater. We are all deeply grateful for all that you have given to protect our country and our freedoms. To all of the family members who are joining us today, thank you for your unwavering support of your veteran graduates. You sustained our veterans through many challenges and were instrumental to their achievement, and we thank you for your significant contributions to their success. This year, we are celebrating 171 veteran graduates in the class of 2019-2020 and 151 veteran graduates in the class of 2020-2021. We are proud of the commitment and determination you showed in achieving your educational goals, and we are honored to have the opportunity to witness your success in committing to this journey. Your achievement is no surprise to me. You, our CSUN military veterans, continually rise to whatever challenges you face. In fact, we know that over 30 student guardsmen and reservists were activated over the last 2 academic years in support of state emergencies such as fires and COVID-19 testing and vaccination sites. Today, we thank you for all of the richness you have brought to our campus community and congratulate you on earning your degrees. I hope that all of you are as proud of this hard-earned accomplishment as your families, your friends, your faculty, and I am of you. I would like to take a moment to add my gratitude for the Veterans Resource Center at CSUN, which provides many programs aimed at assisting student veterans in their journey toward graduation, from financial resources to those facing hardship, to counseling assistance for those dealing with transition or mental health challenges, to networking events for those seeking connection and belonging. Be assured, CSUN is solidly committed to the success of student veterans, and those that follow in your footsteps will continue to be able to rely on the support, services, and encouragement of the VRC. Congratulations to all of our graduates today. I hope that your time at CSUN has been transformative and broadened your perspective on life and on the world. We cannot wait to see where your journey takes you next. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Watkins and President Beck, for your continued support of the veteran community. It is now my honor to introduce this evening's student keynote speaker, Kevin Ogletree. Kevin graduated in class of 2020 and is now in a master's program. He's a United States Marine veteran and worked at the VRC for 3 years during his time at CSUN. Please welcome Kevin.
Thank you, Myra. Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to our esteemed guests, graduates, family members, staff, faculty, alumni, and friends. Thank you all for coming tonight. I'd first like to start off with a special thanks and welcome to our new president, Ms. Erica Beck, for her efforts in this year's commencement. Considering the circumstances, she's had her work cut out for her. And thank you to Dr. Watkins. We really miss seeing you on campus. I know personally for me, it was always great to see Dr. Watkins roaming the campus, socializing with the student body. You know, seeing Dr. Watkins on campus was like finding Waldo, okay? It was something gratifying about finding him, seeing him across the quad, and doing his thing. And you knew that he was there for us. And you also knew if you were ditching class or doing something wrong, he had a way of peering deep into your soul and convicting you without even saying a word. I'd like to thank Myra, the Veteran Resource Center manager, and her wonderful staff for hosting us this evening, for their efforts to make this a memorable moment, and always for being there for all the students, veterans, non-veterans of CSUN. The VRC has been an invaluable resource for the CSUN community and a safe place for everyone to go. Myra has brought her experience as a Marine and former student herself to demonstrate an outstanding dedication to her position, her staff, and the entire University Student Union. And speaking of the USU, a special shout out to Executive Director, Ms. Debra Hammond. And thank you for having the insight for hiring all the competent and caring professional staff members of the USU. I heard Ms. Hammond tell a story once that resonated with me about a river rafting trip she took once, which I relate to teamwork it takes within the entire USU to have such an awesome organization. So that's been my time, y'all. It's been great. Take care. Have a great summer. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm hearing that I have a few more minutes to actually address the graduating class of 2020 and 2021, so I digress. My name is Kevin Ogletree. This time last year, I was a graduate of CSUN with my bachelor's degree in psychology. I'm a former Marine and Army veteran, former staff member of the VRC. I'm proud to be here this year celebrating with you. And I understand that some may feel concerned or uneasy and not being able to walk across the stage this year in this commencement. And I felt the same way last year, but right now I'm busy working on my master's in social work. And that being said, you too will find yourself in grad school and or in your profession, not based on graduating in person, but that you graduated and you did it and you did your best. So I say congratulations, Matadors. You have achieved so much and set the bar high for those that are following you, especially the sailor, the soldier, the Marine, the Air Force and Coast Guard service member that wonders if pursuing higher education is worth it. You are their answer, but you have made a difference for those around you. I remember one semester in campus went on lockdown during finals due to a threat that somebody had made, probably just to get out of exams, and how tough it was to finish that semester and have to do it virtually. Well, you have all outdone us there. For now and within the past year, the whole earth has been on lockdown because of the threat of the health of the world's population. Yet you overcame, you adapted, you accomplished your goals. No matter what, no one could take that away from you, ever. Not even the virus. Yes, it's caused many issues with not being able to walk in person, but that does not minimize your efforts and accomplishments in moving forward towards your careers and your success. Like Director Hammond's rafting trip, things in life get rough. Sometimes we get wet, maybe even capsize, but it's what we do afterwards that really makes a difference and shows who we really are. I realize it may be disappointing for many of you not to have this ceremony that you imagined when you started your college career. I was disappointed too, but I don't believe that ceremony was the driving force that has gotten us through all the pain, sweat, tears, sleepless nights, and agonizing group projects. It was getting that degree, completing the mission, and preparing for the next one. So let that continue to be your focus, the next stage, the next chapter that I hope will bring you unyielding joy, satisfaction, and an enhanced quality of life. In closing, I salute you all for your service to this great nation and acknowledge the great accomplishment that you have achieved here at CSUN. It is possible that this time next year, we'll all be back here in person in robes and tassels with our loved ones walking across that stage, and in some symbolic act of celebratory closure. But right now, I'm honored to be here with you this evening, celebrating with you all that you've earned within your degree, and stand with you as fellow Matador, and sending you the best in your future endeavors. Thank you for allowing me the privilege in sharing this special moment with you. Hoorah, and God bless you all.
Kevin, thank you so much. I mean, I'm looking through the tiles and people are cheering you on. So thank you, Kevin, for always thinking about us at CSUN, the USU, the VRC. We wish you nothing but the best in your MSW program, and continue to come visit us. As you stated, your degree cannot be taken away from any of you. It will only enhance your opportunities. So let's keep driving. And I'll have the privilege to introduce the keynote speaker for this evening, who will be sharing her inspirational message with you. Please help me welcome to the virtual stage the University Student Union Executive Director, Debra L. Hammond. To share a little bit about Debra, I wanted to share that she has been practicing Student Affairs for over 39 years. She currently serves as the Executive Director for the University Student Union, and it's also my supervisor. During her time at CSUN, Debra has opened a $60 million student recreation center. For those of you that went to the SRC, that came through Debra's leadership, as well as the Pride Center, the Veterans Resource Center, and the state-of-the-art Oasis that opened in 2013. So for those of you who also utilized the Wellness Center, that came out of vision from Debra and the students. She also serves as a faculty member in the Michael D. Eisner College of Education. She teaches in the college counseling program, where she received the Outstanding Professor of the Year Award in 2012. Her body of work, the California State University selected, because of her body of work, the California State University selected Debra among the CSU's 23 campuses as its Outstanding Staff Member of the Year in 2016, as a recipient of the Wang Family Excellence Award, which is the highest, yes, the highest award presented to an administrator by the California State University system. Debra also received the San Fernando Business Journal's Lifetime Achievement Award in 2017. She's currently working on a $130 million project to create a new building in the USU which hopefully in a few years, you all can come back and visit us. Please help me welcome Debra to inspire us all. Welcome, Debra.
Thank you, Freddie. That was exciting. All right, well, good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I want to extend my deep appreciation to all the veterans in the Zoom audience. Saying thank you for your service seems inadequate for all you've done, for all of us. Just know that those words are sincere and heartfelt. And I also want to say thank you to everyone in the audience who has supported a veteran during their deployment, their service, and finally this journey of higher education. They could not have accomplished this goal without your unending support. And for that, we salute and applaud you. When I was asked to keynote the Veterans Graduation Celebration, I was initially hesitant, questioning if I had the right to share space in such a profound way with those I respect and value so much. And in cases where I'm unsure, I often go back to the ancestors and to family. They assured me that all was well. And I'm so honored to be here. My remarks today are given in honor of my ancestors, my Uncle Ira and my father, Luther Hammond, both who served in the Army. And I also want to honor someone from my present, my twin brother, Craig, who also served. The lesson I learned from these men, these veterans, helped shape what I want to share with you this evening. My Uncle Ira was a man of many interests and lots of talent. He was an avid reader, a more active doer, a man of faith. He had a lot of optimism, a little skepticism, and he was a true servant leader. He served in 3 wars, World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War. He was a Russian interpreter. He interrogated German defectors. He became a warrant officer for over 1,000 personnel before the internet and advanced technology, and served in the Army for 22 years. When he initially joined the Army, it was segregated. He and others, led by civil rights activist A. Philip Randolph and the Committee Against Jim Crow in Military Service, participated in organized action to desegregate the armed services. After many attempted meetings and a strategic letter writing campaign in 1948, the United States President, Truman at that time, issued Executive Order 9981, which abolished discrimination on the basis of race, religion, and national origin in the United States Armed Forces. At the time of my uncle's death last year, at the ripe old age of 92, he continued to serve his church, volunteered at a local hospital, served on the Brookville area Honor Guard, Veterans of Foreign Wars, and the American Legion. Uncle Ira taught me the lessons of serving others, giving back, and fighting for social justice. It is my hope that being a servant and a leader, pouring into your communities, and being an advocate for justice are some of the many lessons that you've learned while attending CSUN. As Muhammad Ali said, service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. Now, my dad, Luther, served in the Army and in the Korean War. He benefited from my uncle's social justice efforts and was able to serve in an integrated Army. There were so many incredible lessons that my dad taught me. He was the adventurer in the family. A quote by famous author Mark Twain said, reminds me of my dad. Why not go out on a limb? That is where the fruit is. My dad was also a carpenter, a building inspector, and a civil servant. He planned all of our family vacations. He would hold court on Thanksgiving, his favorite holiday, where we often had 30 or more friends and relatives at the house. He even built us a motorhome, a recreational vehicle, out of an old school bus. This man lived and breathed ingenuity, quality, and family. I remember one time my dad had us 4 kids help us refurbish and redecorate our basement. He decided that we were going to sew carpet around a pole that was in the middle of the room. Of course, we completed it, but we were fooling around a little and didn't get it quite right. When he came to inspect our job, he noticed that it was about 1/4 of an inch off. He told us to take it down and start again. In fact, what he actually said was, if you don't have time to do it right, you have time to do it over. Did I learn a lesson about producing quality, not putting up with something that was mediocre? Let me share a short story with you from an unknown author called The Builder that illustrates that quality and care. An elderly carpenter was about to retire. He told his employer contractor of his plans to leave the housing building business and live a more leisurely life. He would miss the paycheck, but he wanted to retire. He could get by. The contractor was sorry to see his good worker go and asked if he could do him a personal favor by building one more house. The carpenter said yes, but in time it was easy to see that his heart was not in his work. He resorted to shoddy workmanship and used inferior materials. It was an unfortunate way to end a career. When the carpenter finished his work and the builder came to inspect the house, the contractor handed the front door key to the carpenter. This is your house. This is my gift to you. What a shock and what a shame. If he had only known he was building his own house, he would have done it oh so differently. Now he had to live in a house he had built none too well. And so it is with us. When we build our lives in distracted ways, reacting rather than acting, willing to put up with less than the best. At important points, we do not give the job our best effort. When we look at a situation we've created and find we are now living in a house that we have built, if we had just realized, would we have done it differently? Think of yourself as the carpenter. Think about your house. Each day, you hammer a nail, place a board, or erect a wall. Build wisely. Your life today will be the results of your attitudes and the choices you make tomorrow. Build wisely. It is the only life you will ever build. There was also a lesson about giving your best and focusing on excellence. As you leave here, you are a representative of CSUN. You embody the best of us. We want you to always show that. Represent us well. There's a lesson also about tolerating less than you deserve, whether it's from yourself or from others. Toleration is the bottom rung of the ladder. You deserve more, you deserve better. Simply because you exist and you are CSUN grown. Finally, there's a lesson about choices. Number one, you always have a choice. Number two, you may or may not like your choice. Number three, you need to make a choice. Number four, not making a choice is a choice. And number 5, if all else fails, go back to number 1. You always have a choice. You've all made a really brilliant choice in choosing to come to CSUN. Now we encourage you to continue to make good choices, ones that will move you forward. Those lessons of family, whether it's one you were born into or ones we create for ourselves, is a lesson that I learned from him. I certainly hope that CSUN has become a family for you. I hope we have provided a safe space for you to land, especially in this last year of tragedy, online learning, and physical distancing. I hope that Veterans Affairs and the Veterans Resource Center and CSUN have given you hope and connection. And like family, you can always come home. We will continue to support you. CSUN has equipped you to do whatever is next for you. You have the skills, the resources, the network. Your toolbox is full. You have everything you need to thrive, not just survive. I previously mentioned my twin brother, Craig, who's also a vet. He's pretty independent. He marches to his own drummer. So when he announced he was going into the service, I was a little surprised. Although he chose the armed services, he didn't follow in my dad's footsteps. He chose a different branch. He joined the Air Force. He served for 7 years, retired as a staff sergeant, and then went on to a successful career as an air traffic controller. One of the reasons my brother went into the Air Force was because he said he needed discipline. This was a man who didn't even make up his bed. And now his entire house is immaculate. The lesson of discipline is one that I sometimes struggle with, but you have all learned that lesson well. The habits you learned in the military have set you up for success at CSUN and beyond. It provided you with the discipline and the direction, coupled with your focus on achievement, that allowed you to complete this all-important mission and milestone of graduation. I can't wait to see what's in store for each of you. One additional lesson I learned from my brother was a deep, abiding sense of responsibility and love for our family. When my dad was ill, it was my brother who drove my parents to almost every radiation treatment and follow-up doctor's appointment. It was my brother who took care of things around the house, especially because the maintenance of and upkeep of the house was such a point of pride for my dad. And when he was no longer able to do it, my brother stepped in the gap. There's a wonderful story called "Thanks for Packing My Parachute," and it reminds me of my brother and his sense of responsibility and how he exhibited love. Charles Plum was a US Navy jet pilot in Vietnam. After 75 combat missions, his plane was destroyed by a missile. Plum ejected and parachuted into enemy hands. He was captured and spent 6 years in a communist Vietnamese prison. He survived the ordeal and later lectured on lessons from that experience. One day, when Plum and his wife were sitting in a restaurant, a man at another table came up and said, "You're Plum. You flew jet fighters in Vietnam for the aircraft carrier Kitty Hawk. You were shot down." He said, "How in the world did you know that?" And the man replied, "I packed your parachute." Plum gasped in surprise and gratitude. The man pumped his hand and said, "I guess it worked." Plum assured him, "It sure did. If your chute hadn't worked, I wouldn't be here today." Plum couldn't sleep that night thinking about that man. He thought of the many hours the sailor had spent in the bows of the ship, carefully weaving the shrouds and folding the silks for each shoot, holding in his hand each time the fate of someone he didn't know. Now Plum asks his audience, who's packing your parachute? Sometimes in the daily challenges that life gives us, we really miss what's important. A hello, a please, a simple thank you, a congratulations on a job well done, or a simple compliment. We need to acknowledge the parachute packers in our lives. My brother was my father's parachute. And we want you to know that we at CSUN, we packed your parachute. We have taught you, we have encouraged you, we have challenged you, we have supported you, we have your back, we see your possibilities and your promise. We are your parachute packers. And we are proud of you today and always. Students now, graduates soon, veterans always, and Matadors forever. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this space with all of you, and congratulations, graduates. We are so incredibly proud of you. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Debra, for joining us. We really appreciate your motivating words of wisdom. As always, we really appreciate you and your leadership. Well, before we move forward, I would like to bring back Dr. Watkins to take a minute and thank a true champion in veteran issues.
Thank you, Myra, and thank you, Debra. What an exceptional speech. Beautifully done. The Student Veteran Success Advisory Committee was established in 2012 to create a welcoming campus culture for student veterans at CSUN. Since its inception over 9 years ago, Dr. Mark Stevens has served as the chair of that committee. Under his leadership, the committee has assisted in the development of inclusive practices and enhanced the experiences of student veterans and reservists. While leading the Student Veteran Success Advisory Committee, Dr. Stevens served as the director of our University Counseling Services for 10 years, from 2005 to 2015, and currently serves as professor in the Marriage and Family Therapy program through the Department of Educational Psychology and Counseling. Dr. Stevens is also the coordinator of Experiencing Confidence and Enjoyment of Learning Excel program, where he helps students identify and address and overcome challenges to their academic success. Dr. Stevens will be stepping down as chair of the committee this year, and we would like to extend our extreme gratefulness for his service to all of the students here at Cal State Northridge who are veterans and beyond. Mark, thank you so very much for saying yes to the invitation to serve as chair, for giving life and structure and form to a committee that did not exist, for helping to build a community around our veterans in pockets of staff and faculty and in the community, for helping to develop allies for veterans throughout this campus. You are not a veteran yourself, but one would not know that. You have led with such connectiveness to these students, the occasions where you create opportunities for celebration for them at basketball games and other public settings and forums where we're able to cheer on our veterans. You've done that. You've been a tremendous leader, my friend. And we want you to know that we will be forever grateful for the standards that you have set and for the generosity of your giving in many, many ways that individuals simply will not know. Everyone, join me in giving a round of applause to an exceptional human being and leader, Dr. Mark Stevens. Mark, you get 2 minutes. No.
I guess I need to unmute myself. You brought tears to my eyes, and the tears represent really the feelings that I've had in this role of getting to know the student veterans, the staff that are veterans, the faculty are veterans, and the ways that there is so much love and support and people have each other's backs. I know there's other parts of campus that probably has something like this, but for me personally, I haven't experienced another group of individuals that have had that kind of attitude, feeling, behaviors that I've seen over the last 10 years. And I've got to tell you, I think I've put about this much effort into all of this, but I have received, beyond the scope of this Zoom call little window that I have, an enormous amount of personal satisfaction, and my connection to the veterans has just been a dream. And there are many things that I've enjoyed about being part of CSUN, and this is going to be in my top 3, maybe top 1. So thank you, William, for offering me this opportunity to do that, and to all the people, too many to name on this, on the Zoom call. And I was thinking about Patrina, I was thinking about Monique, I just forgot her. Who was the first woman that ran the VRC?
Montaigne.
Thank you.
Oh,
I was
yes.
having a hard time with her. But thank you all, and Freddie and Myra, and love you all. And to our student veterans, I know you're going to make a big difference in the world and to your families. So big hugs to all of you and to your families. Bless you all.
Thank you, Mark. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Watkins, and thank you so much, Dr. Stevens, for your leadership. You will be missed. And a lot of students here don't know how much work you've put behind the scenes to support student veterans, and I just want to, again, thank you for that. I will be connecting with you to provide you a token of our appreciation in the next couple of days. Now I'm going to take the time to thank a couple other people. First, I want to start by thanking Reservation at the USU for making all this possible. They make it seem so flawless, and they have great lighting for me. So thank you so much. They say you're welcome. I would like to take a moment and thank the amazing VRC team that has worked tirelessly to provide services to our student veterans. This was definitely a unique year filled with challenges, but our team was determined to make that services went uninterrupted. The student veterans had the community that they needed to feel supported and succeed. I just want to take a moment and to thank all who are graduating. First, I'll start with Kara Frank. Thank you for almost 4 years of planning our events. Thank you for creating great memories for our students and giving so much of yourself. I was gonna ask you to stay to do a master's program and stay with us, but I just found out you got a great job lined up and I'm so proud of you. Alex Monroe, thank you for bringing your energy, enthusiasm, personality, and event to every event that you spearheaded. Your work ethic has enhanced all of our programs that you've worked with, and you will go far in life. April Chamchalam, took me a while to figure that one out. Thank you for your dedication to the veteran services, whether it was woman to woman or jumpstarting the SVO. Your commitment to others was always present. You leave behind a great legacy. April was the first woman president of the Student Veteran Organization. And now Erica Bernabet. The newest member of the VRC, who we haven't even met in person and joined virtually, has done an excellent job in every role and everything she touches. She's gone above and beyond and is one of the top supporters of student veterans. And we have Gabriel Hernandez. Enough said, Gabriel. After 2 years at the VRC as a student assistant, he came back as a new supervisor for the Veterans Resource Center to continue to work with his community that he cares the most about, the veterans. I just wanted to take this moment to say thank you for all the laughs. Thank you for taking such good care of our students. And most importantly, thank you for letting me learn from you.
Myra, you almost made me tear up right there. Thank you all. Our veteran staff our VRC staff have done amazing work all year, and not even all year. Kara, 4 years of service to our veteran community. We're gonna miss you all. And Dr. Stevens, thank you for your service. Thank you for continuing moving our veteran agenda on campus and really coordinating all of us to come together as a community to advance a better service to our students. The other office that I want to thank at this moment is our Veteran Affairs Office. Debra highlighted them earlier, but a lot of you, the majority of you, probably saw Vanessa or Noe at one point in your career while here at CSUN. The job at the VRC cannot be done without Noe and Vanessa, so I want to thank them personally for all the service that they've done to our community here at CSUN. They too are true champions of student veteran success here on our campus. They will be helping me and helping Myra provide the next part of the program in awarding our student veteran award recipients. I now welcome Vanessa Ochoa to introduce the CSUN Veteran Affairs the CSUN Student Veteran Services Award recipient. Vanessa, welcome.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me and including us as part of the celebration. I've honestly been looking forward to it ever since I knew it was going to happen. So let's get started. The first award being presented today is the CSUN Student Veteran Service Award. This award is reserved for a graduating CSUN student veteran who is currently or has formerly been placed on active duty as a member of the U.S. Armed Forces, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, or the Reserves or National Guard, and who has served the CSUN community through their demonstrated efforts, commitment to time, idea, collaboration with other students, faculty, and or staff. In addition to having a minimum of 2.5 GPA, the applicant must also be graduating in the fall 2020, spring 2021, or summer of 2021 terms. The selection process for the CSUN Student Veteran Service Award is highly competitive, and this year's awards recipient is certainly deserving of this recognition. Please join us in congratulating this year's recipient of the CSUN Student Veteran Service Award, Delton Pena. The committee truly enjoyed reading Delton's application. As noted by a recommender, Delton is often out leading various projects, initiatives, and research opportunities in the health administration, which has resulted in him being listed as contributing author for a pre-reviewed article and is now pending project. That's pretty exciting. Not only is Delton an active Air Force reservist, program manager, and a full-time student, Delton went above and beyond as assisting others, including helping a professor by creating a technical writing video to explain bullet writing, brevity, consciousness, a video that he has used in his courses. Delton, congratulations for being recognized as the 2021 CSUN Student Veteran Service Award recipient.
Congratulations, Dalton. We are excited that you were able to get recognized by the committee. Thank you to the committee for moving along some of these recognitions. And now welcome our second Veteran Affairs Certifying Official, Noe Aguirre, who will be introducing this year's Outstanding Graduating Veteran Award recipient. Welcome, Noe.
Hello, good evening, people. I'll get started. The California State University Northridge Outstanding Graduating Veteran Award is given to a student demonstrating meritorious achievement, strength of character, and commitment to service. The award recognizes an extraordinary student, one who has overcome challenges in reaching this milestone. But it also honors those who could not complete the degree because their health or lives were sacrificed in national service. The award is entirely funded by public contribution and expresses the gratitude of the CSUN community. The applicant must be a student receiving a degree from CSUN who are currently or have formerly been placed on active duty as a member of the United States Armed Forces, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, Reserves, or National Guard. The applicant must demonstrate meritorious achievement with a cumulative GPA of 3.0 or better, strength of character, commitment to service, and excellence in leadership. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the Outstanding Graduating Veteran Award, Clayton Dam. Clayton, your dedication to serving veterans in your role in the CSUN Veterans Affairs Office is commendable, as well as your volunteer commitment with the Hire Heroes USA, where you help fellow veterans find meaningful and lasting career after re-entering the civilian workforce. A recommender stated, Clayton displays a positive attitude and demeanor, even during stressful situations, demonstrates leadership skills and remarkable ability to manage conflict. Thank you for setting an example for future generations of student veterans, and know that you will carry on the tradition of excellence that has become synonymous with this award. Congratulations, Clayton.
Thank you, Noe. You're the GOAT.
Congratulations to both recipients. It's very well deserved, and I hope you carry that legacy on and come back and share that mentoring with others. Now, I would like to introduce you to Tomas Diaz, the current president of the Student Alumni Veterans Chapter.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. This really inspires me all. And I just want to say thank you to Dr. Stevens for your contributions to student veterans. I remember back in 2012, when I was a student, being at the board and really collaborating with you. I'm really gonna miss having those times together. Now I just want to tonight I'm here to talk about the Veterans Alumni Chapter. And as Myra stated, my name is Tomas Diaz. I'm an Army veteran, president of the CSUN Veterans Alumni Chapter. The Veterans Alumni Chapter was founded in 2017. The purpose of the chapter was to connect you to our beloved campus. The chapter was the brainchild of a group dedicated of alumni veterans and allies who envision a bright new future for CSUN. At the Alumni Association, we have a little saying, you might have heard it. Once a Matador, always a Matador. Now I know your journey to get to this moment might have been not the easiest road. We all know that the pandemic is the elephant in the Zoom. The class of 2020 and 2021 shall be remembered the most resilient class that CSUN has to offer. I know that's a bold statement. I truly mean that in the most humblest way. This graduating class has faced challenges that we haven't seen in almost 100 years in American history. All of your achievements were accomplished by putting in work. As the old saying goes, embrace the suck. That takes you back, doesn't it? So I want to quote management guru Patrick Lencioni of his wisdom. Success is not a matter of mastering subtle, sophisticated theory, but rather embracing common sense with uncommon levels of discipline and persistence. As you embark to your next endeavor, remember that you can achieve success by believing in yourself. Yes, there'll be times when you might encounter self-doubt, but if you do, just remember that fire inside, the same fire that led you to push through your academics. I say it's normal to feel that way. I was once in your shoes, eager to take the world post-graduation. Sometimes all you have to do is show up and take care of business. So what's the bluff? Bottom line up front, your class will be known as the post-pandemic graduating class. You will have developed new norms both in academia and in the workplace. Student veterans in this era obtain new experiences that our predecessors couldn't have imagined. Just think about it. Your time at CSUN transformed into a 100% online course. You managed to conduct your assignments, lectures, and group work virtually. The pandemic pushed a huge fraggle on learning, and every one of you succeeded, obviously, right? You're all here. When I talk to corporate recruiters, almost all of them have to say one thing, that they are looking for talent who did significant during the pandemic. All of you fit that criteria. So as you plan your next steps, I hope that you're able to take a moment and reflect on this great accomplishment. And I urge you to consider joining our chapter to expand your network and grow. The Alumni Association is all-inclusive and committed to diversity, which means no dues to join. You paid your dues by signing the blank check to Uncle Sam. As I conclude my time with you, please feel free to tap into our network, connect with us, as now you're a part of the special Matador family. As always, once a Matador, always a Matador. Thank you.
Thanks, Tomas. I'll give you I'll clap since I have my mic open. Thank you, Tomas. All right, before we continue, we want to give a special shout out to, I see it in the chat. Lucy Kim is saying congratulations to her husband, John Kim. It's never too late to graduate. Amongst us, we have a graduate who is, I saw it on here too, over 80 years old and is joining us as he completes his degree. John, congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much. It was a long time coming, but I finally made it. I would like to give one thing to the other students. You're young, so don't take a decision early in your life. When I was 18, I was offered the Air Force Academy, and I turned it down because I wanted Annapolis. So I went through my whole life. I went through my whole life being unhappy about not going to the Air Force Academy, which would have changed my life completely. But I've had a good life, had a good wife, have good children, and the school here, CSUN, the instructors and the counselors are the finest in the California that I can see. Thank you very much, everybody.
Congratulations, John. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And congratulations to all of our veterans. Our last speaker for this afternoon before we do our presentation of our graduates is Jerry DeFelice, our director of development for the Division of Student Affairs. Jerry, welcome.
All right, good evening, everyone. when Myra asked me to speak, I always beg her, please put me before Dr. Watkins, Debra, Dr. Stevens, Tomas, Dr. Sanchez, and Erica. Those are very, very tough acts to follow. And, but I am truly honored to be here. I don't have this in my notes, but I wanted to just talk about it for a second. I missed before COVID, and the Veterans and the Veterans Resource Center was just an amazing place to stop at. And I just wanted to say, every time I went to the Veterans Resource Center, the word that always comes to my mind is manners. And it is truly, the best place on campus where I am greeted. I am asked, how am I doing? I am always asked, do I need help? And so Myra and her team and all the veterans in there, it's just, the manners is just an amazing thing. And it's just, it is so refreshing to see that common courtesy and respect that is given to people who visit the Veterans Resource Center. My name is Jerry DeFelice. I'm a fellow CSUN grad. I have the honor to speak on behalf of our Alumni Association. We want to thank you for your service. Myra will share a link in the chat box about how you can stay connected with the alumni. There are plenty of resources that are available to you after graduation. We want you to go out and be successful and accomplish many great things, but we don't want to let you go. We want you to stay connected. There are network opportunities, there are going to be career opportunities, there's discounts, and there's just so many more things that when you're involved in the Alumni Association, there are so many benefits, and Tomas can tell you even more about the chapter that he is involved in. We want you to come back and share your experience after graduation. We have over 400,000 degreed alumni. We are everywhere, all over the world. It is important now, as your role as a CSUN graduate, for you to give back. You give your service to your country, and it doesn't end. And now that you've graduated CSUN, your service to CSUN does not end either. And it never will. We need you to come back and give your time and share your experience, talk about the stories, talk about interviews, talk about what it was to get a career at a certain place. We want you to share your talents, whether it's in your specific field in engineering, music, art, English, whatever your major is. Come back and support other veterans. Also, we also want you to give back your treasure. And so some of you have been the recipients of scholarships and emergency grants. And that is done because of alumni and community members and faculty and staff and foundations who have stepped up and wanted to invest in veterans. And they give financial resources to veterans for those who need it, for those with high achieving GPA, those who have given a dedication to the school and their community. We want to award those individuals. And so there are so many more veterans, and we need more support. I want to give a quick mention to some of those scholarships and folks that have stepped up and given back to veterans, such as the Mahoney family, the Gabriel Chavez Scholarship, the Friedman Miller, the Service Award, several anonymous donors who have stepped up and want to stay in the background, but want to give their financial support. So we ask you to come back and invest in your fellow Matadors and your fellow veterans. I just want to say thank you again for your service and congratulations.
Okay, this is a time to share and introduce to you the student veteran class of 2020 and 2021. You can find the link for the video that we're about to share in the chat box for you to save and for you to share with anyone that wasn't able to join us this evening.
It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Yeah, yeah. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. Come on now. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right, baby. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right. Celebrate good times, come on. Celebrate good times, come on. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Come on and celebrate tonight. 'Cause everything's gonna be all right. Let's celebrate. Celebrate good times, come on.
All right, was it just me or did everyone really enjoy seeing those pictures? It is awesome to see you all. You were in the military and service. It's great to have you here today. I'm actually just changing my view to gallery. I really like seeing all of you. It's been a minute since I got to see you in the center, so I'm really gonna enjoy capturing this last bit of minute to see y'all. Mari, I see you. Andy, thank you for coming. Clayton, congratulations. Nathan, you're here. I really miss y'all, I really do. So now what we're gonna do, the portion of the show is where we're going to ask y'all if, oh, Shanari, yay. We're gonna ask you if you are interested in sharing 20 seconds, and I mean 20 military issued seconds of speech to someone you would like to thank, something you wanna say, please raise your hand. If you raise your hand, use the raise hand function on the Zoom, we will bring you up. If you want to be spotlighted, make sure your camera's on. If not, we'll just go ahead and play the music, or I'm sorry, play your audio. So it looks like Marilyn Garza is interested in sharing something. Of course you are. Congratulations.
I just want to say congratulations to everybody in the 2020-2021 class. I want to thank my family from Boston who are here. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Congratulations, everyone.
Tadeos.
Love you, Mari.
Let's go, Nello!
I want to thank Dr. William Watkins for attending today. He's always been very supportive of students, and I want to thank him very much for continuing the support for veterans.
Thank you.
Brandon, you are next.
I just want to shout out my team leader that's here, Eric Flores, with his kid over there. He's also graduating.
Hey.
Congratulations, Eric. I saw you.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you, everyone. I want to thank my wife and my family for being here. And I just wanted to say, I didn't see my picture, but I still love you guys.
Woo, congratulations, babe.
Woo!
Clayton, you're up.
Can you hear me? I just want to thank everybody that tuned in. I thought this was a very unique graduation for a very unique journey that we've all gone on. So thank you. And thank you to Vanessa and Noe for the Veteran Service Office. I think they touched all of us throughout our journey, and I wanted to spotlight them, so thank you.
Thank you, Clayton. You're going to be missed.
Joseph.
Lance, you are up.
Hi, everyone. I didn't see my picture on the video, but I just want to say thanks to my mom for being here, and thank you to Vanessa and Noe and everyone else at CSUN, and to my wife for supporting me. Thank you.
That was very Joseph Silva.
Yes, I'd like to thank everybody. My mom, who's down there, Andy and Jackie, and everybody else. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
Chris.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to thank everybody, especially the VRC staff. I used to work with those people. The USU fraternity members, those who are present, Eric, Shanari, Anthony, for everything that we have done and accomplished in this time, and those who are part of SVO. I'm sorry I came late. I look a hot mess. I came back from drill. If I'm wearing my undershirt, they have to have a little blazer on. This looks good enough for everybody. But I'm glad we finally done. Those of us who made it, and the team moving forward.
For those who don't know, Chris graduated in December. He was a wonderful business assistant at the Veterans Resource Center, and he is truly missed. He spent we call him the veteran of the VRC. He spent quite a bit of time there and struggled to get his degree because he kept getting activated. He was out saving the world and saving California from fires. So he couldn't complete his degree, but we're very proud of you, Chris. Thank you for joining us.
Go for it, Andy.
Okay, God, I miss you guys. Yeah, it's been a weird semester without you guys. Hopefully I'll stop in when this is all over, but thank you for putting this on. This is amazing, and thanks to my family for showing up and for my friends that showed up. Super excited to be done with this. Thanks.
Great to see you, Andy. The Cardenas family.
Hello, everyone. My name's Eddie. I'm Angel's father. I want to say thank you. Congratulations to my son, and thank you for allowing us to be part of this this experience here in Zoom. I want to say again, congratulations to my son. I love him and with all my heart, and I know he's done a lot of hard work, and it was a long journey for him. I'm very proud of him. He's made my wife and I proud. I want to say thank you to other family members that have joined us in here from North Carolina, his girlfriend Chandler that's here. I want to say thank you to all of them, and really appreciate the time, and thank you, CSUN.
Somebody has a great family. Gabriel.
Hello, everyone. I want to say thank you to all my family for supporting me throughout this long journey. Again, similar to a lot of stories, it took me a long process to get here. I want to thank my kids for motivating to, for finally get this degree, and finally thank the VRC staff and Myra for keeping me motivated throughout my career at CSUN. Thank you all.
Last call. Anyone else?
Hurry up and do the camera.
Okay.
Hurry up. Those muted you.
Oh, no.
That's fine.
Hello.
It's all yours.
Hi, we just want to say congratulations. Oh, there we are. There. Congratulations. Congratulations, Rudy. Woo! We're so proud of you. Woo! We're so proud of you. All right, Rudy Alcantar. Woo!
Congratulations, Rudy. Richard.
Love you, Maddie.
My brother put in a lot of work, a lot of effort while in the Army and outside. So huge props to him, and I'm proud of you, Richard.
It's great to see everyone's family and everyone being celebrated today. Andrew.
Andrew, if you're speaking, your microphone is still off.
Hey, Joe, congratulations. You're an inspiration to everyone here, downtown LA in the building. We love you, man. Look forward to growing old with you. Peace.
All right, y'all. I think it's about that time. I've really enjoyed this evening with everyone. I will personally invite every single one of you back to the VRC to say bye, to share your stories, to be with us. It's with much joy that I wish you luck in your future. I know that success is out there for every single one of you. And I also know that you will stop at nothing to find it. So I look forward to having you back at the VRC to share your stories, mentor the next class, share pictures, and just remember that the VRC team will always be here to support you.
Continue engaging, don't let go, we're still here. Enjoy the rest of your evening with your families. Enjoy the weekend that's coming up, commencement, and then you're participating in the car parade. We'll welcome you back to campus in your car as we cheer you on. Congratulations again, and enjoy the rest of your evening, y'all. Congratulations. You can unmute and
on. Woo!
Congratulations.
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 I love you.
Congratulations. Success. Good luck. Good luck.
Congrats to all. That's so awesome.
Love that.
Here's old Marty.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, Chanel.
We did it.
Well done.
Did it. You all did it. Yay.